Hi guys, just doing a quick video. I wanted to do a quick video about USA and America. It's really about the cost of living and what you're doing about your bills, etc. Now, I wanted to be able to show you what I currently pay. I'm going to tell you a little about myself. I'm currently unemployed, so I'm on universal credit, right? And whilst people have issues with people being on benefits, still people need to pay their bills. And people without money could get into trouble very fast, very quickly. But I'm gonna show you how my bills are every month. My bills don't change, or very rarely, obviously once a year, and I'll also tell you why I don't put food into my bills. Right. And I know that a lot of people can't do that because they've got children or all sorts of reasons, right? Now, this is my bills. Hopefully, you can see that. But just to go over it, I live in social housing that's run by my local government. And so I've got a one-bedroom flat, and the rent here is £355 a month. I pay that at my benefits. That's not paid on my behalf. X, Y, and Z. Right. Now you're probably thinking that's super cheap, but that's social housing. If I was in private rent, I used to live in a private rent place. My rent was £650 a month. But it took me 10 years of bidding on properties to get this flat. Now, and I've been living here 12 years. Nowadays, the bidding process can take up to 20 years in order to get a property from the local council. But that's that, So I also pay for electric and gas. I'm with Octopus, and I pay £98 a month. Now, right now, because it's high summer, I'm not using a lot. If anything. And that's because I'm trying to build up an excess ready for when Christmas gets here, so that I can afford to put my heating on, that I can afford to not be cold. I'm already £300 ahead, right? So hopefully come Christmas, what is that? We're August, September, October, November, December. And I probably won't put my heating on until about middle to end of November, because I just can't afford it, like many people out there. I also pay for water and sewage here. My water and sewage is £15 a month. I did get a letter saying they wanted to put up to £22 a month. But I was like, sorry, £22 a month. I'm not paying that, and whatever else, right? it didn't make sense to me because I'm not using that much water. Obviously, I bath every day. You know, yeah, there's not much you can say about that. Broadband and internet. I pay £27 a month. That's because, but again, to the Americans, I know Americans that are spending $200 a month on their internet or their mobile phone. If you're spending that kind of money every month on your mobile phone or your internet, you need to find another provider. $200 a month is insane. I scream blue murder if I spend more than £27 a month. Absolutely. I think that's ridiculous. The other thing I'm paying for is my mobile. Now, this isn't a brand new mobile. This is an old mobile. This is about, 5 years old now. It's a Samsung A34. It's so far from the new Samsung, I don't know, S16, whatever number we're on. I can't afford that phone. This phone I bought outright from a second-hand shop, and it was £80. £80. Far cry from the £1,200 that some people spend on a new Apple device every year. No, not a chance in hell. Nothing wrong with it. I've still got internet. I've still got Facebook. I can even get Netflix. I get YouTube. I get everything else, and I think it's completely insane. Honestly, who the hell, And my mobile bill is £4 a month. £4, guys. £4. And the most I'll ever go is as far as £20 a month for unlimited text, unlimited minutes, unlimited internet. That's as far as I would go. Right. Now, those bills alone come to £490. That's my monthly bills. Now, some of you will be saying to yourself, why haven't I included food? Food is important. Number one, why aren't you eating out of your cupboards? I've still got, 16 cans of soup in the cupboard? That, to me, that's 16 days worth of food right there. I live on bread, I live on soup, I live on sweets a lot of the time. Water right out the tap. It just drives me crazy, like the amount that I see some people spending. Actually, I was in the supermarket yesterday, and the woman in front of me spent £134 on groceries. Admittedly, she probably has a family of 4, probably more. But anyone that's spending that kind of money, I think, is truly insane. Honestly. And just go back to bills. So the last two are my motorbike insurance, which is £150 a month. I'm a new rider. I've only got 2 years, no claims. So to spend, you know, silly amount of money a month. I know people in America that are spending £600 a month on car insurance. I think that's diabolical. I mean, I've also got a car. My car insurance is £64 a month, right? £64 a month. You know, like, I think it's truly insane that there's some people in America that are spending $600 a month on a car. I don't drive around a brand new car. I've got a car that's 25 years old. It's a Ford Focus. It's a 1.6 petrol, and it hasn't left my driveway in about, well, I went out yesterday, but before that, it was 2 weeks ago. I barely go out. And even if I do go out, I use the car to go to the supermarket to do a large shop, or what I consider a large shop. You know, I shop at Lidl. My average shop is £20 a week. You know, I hear Americans are spending, you know, anywhere between £800 and £1,000 a month on food. I think that's diabolical. I'm like, no, you need to shop somewhere else. You need to go somewhere else. Stop, you know, can we just address, so, like, the people that are saying, like, they can't afford to buy a house? Stop going out. Stop going night clubbing. Stop eating out. Don't get takeaways. You know, stay home. It sounds boring, yes, but if you want money in your pocket, it's what you got to do. This whole going out every day, you know, going to the supermarket, or not supermarket every day, but going on, like, luxury trips and, you know, to Timbuktu and back. Why? You know, it's diabolical. It really is. It makes me nervous, you know, because you shouldn't be doing it, especially if, like, you're unemployed, you know. But yeah, I mean, why are you buying candy for your kids? You know, go to a supermarket, buy rice, buy potatoes, buy some meat, you know, buy some vegetables, use water right at the tap, and yeah, you know, that's all you need. You don't need sugar, you don't need soda, you don't need all these foods with chemicals in them that's going to give your child ADHD and, you know, oh my God, no. But that's enough for me ranting. This is my first video like this, and I'd like to see how it goes. Thank you for joining me, and if you've been watching to the end, thank you very much. Have a great day. Peace.